3 schools in the area are under threat of closure, and Waterloo Road's one of them.
Let's go inside.
Yeah.
Oh, is it on my solicitor? I'm changing my plea. I'm not guilty.
I think you might try and blame me for the crash.
You're joking me.
Well, I didn't do it, Mika.
I'm going to recommend to the governors that you no longer teach at this school.
I love your sense of humour. Although I do think you use it as a defence mechanism.
I'll have you up for sexual harassment.
I beg your pardon?
You told me that if I didn't sleep with you, I'd lose my job. Tom, if we're going to do this, then we're going to do it properly, which means we'll come clean and face the consequences, yeah? Lorna, there's something we need to talk to you about.
Izzy and I've got footy tomorrow, so if you fancy another spar, we'll see you tomorrow.
Stella, have you got any whiteout? Whose flaming idea was this open day, anyway?
I think you know whose idea it was, and you're not going to let me forget it, are you?
What do you think?
What do I think what?
Running order for today.
God, what have we let ourselves in for?
It's going to be terrific. Stop worrying.
If any luck, no one will turn up.
We did say there'd be some wine available.
That was his bright idea.
Could you?
I've got 101 other things to do.
Maybe I'll nick that wine before anyone arrives. In fact, I might start right now.
Ah, bonjour, Monsieur Rimmer.
Flaming heck, Steph. Who told you it was fancy dress?
Just thought you'd appreciate me making a special effort.
I thought you were going to deal with Steph.
Believe me, I tried.
Tried? You are the headmaster.
Look, between you and me, and it goes no further, a while back, we had a bit of a thing.
Thought as much.
Don't give me that look. How was I to know she'd turn into a flaming bunny boiler? She's threatened to do me for sexual harassment. Anyway, that's why I employed you, isn't it? You sort her out.
I can't sack staff.
I'm not asking you to sack her. I'm asking you to teach her how to teach.
But that's a full-time job.
Well, you're either concerned about the children's welfare or you're not.
You can have it back after the open day.
Sir, that's my best one.
Any more of the same and you'll spend the rest of the day in the cooler.
Don't tell me you're an ABBA fan.
I like music that doesn't glorify violence against women, if that's what you mean.
Andrew, don't take it so seriously. The kids don't.
And the sad thing is, some of them do. And if even one does, that's a reason enough to ban them in my book.
I am sure that you were a lovely little choir boy who got off on singing hymns, but around here it's R&B and gangster rap. You're looking very snazzy today. Do I smell aftershave?
Cologne. I just thought I'd make a bit of an effort with the LAA coming in.
Good for you.
The parents will be here in just over an hour. You will have this moved by then, won't you?
Excuse me, I got into work 2 hours early so that I could get all this shifted for your stupid play.
Really do appreciate it.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Go and bug somebody else.
Hello. Have you heard the news? Danielle's just told me Holly's woken up. Well, she's out of the coma. She's going to live.
That's brilliant. I mean it.
Of course you mean it. Right. See you later then.
Yeah. See ya.
Ooh, anything for me?
Yes.
A string of garlic for round your neck?
Don't think I didn't consider it, Estelle.
You wouldn't want it covering up your cleavage, though, would you?
Just because I haven't got a figure like a sack of potatoes.
Well, I managed to survive my first night.
Sorry?
In the new flat.
Right.
What, aren't you going to even pretend to be interested?
Save it for Lorna. I'm sure she'll want to hear every last detail.
Look, I am going to tell her about us, you know.
Don't bother.
What do you mean?
You had your opportunity.
Yeah. I was punished all last week for not taking it. Look, the timing wasn't right, that's all.
It never will be.
Oh, don't say that. Look, everything will be okay, I promise. Hey. For when you stay over.
Who said anything about me staying over?
Well, not right away, but when it's all out in the open.
I've got 2 kids, Tom. I can't just stay over whenever I feel like it.
I know that.
And you getting this bachelor pad doesn't change a thing. My kids will always be my priority.
I know.
Yeah, well, I just think it's worth remembering that I've got a lot more to lose here.
Morning.
Hiya.
Hiya. I was just saying to Wiz I survived last night.
That makes 2 of us.
Like being a student all over again, eh?
Well, it doesn't sound like he needed to sleep with the light on. I don't think I'll ever get used to living on my own.
Yeah, you will. In fact, you'll begin to wonder how you ever put up with a man in your house in the first place, and just think, no more pee on the bathroom floor.
Can I have your attention for a sec? Now, I know I've sprung this whole event on you out of the blue.
Well, that's you all over, Jack.
But we've got the LEA and the Board of Governors swarming all over us today. So please, the last thing we need is a major disaster.
Whole thing's a major disaster.
Our jobs are on the line here. This is our last chance to show that we've turned this place around and that we're too good to be given the chop. Right. Meet downstairs in half an hour for the parents' meet and greet, okay?
If you haven't already got one of these, could you please take one now?
Lorna, I was just wondering if you're free this afternoon.
We'll have to make it early. My poetry group's been penciled in for a 2 o'clock slot.
Be nice just to have a chat, yeah?
Yeah, I'd like that.
Right. Good.
It's a date then.
One, 2, 3, turn. 1, 2, 3, together. 1, 2, 3, together. 1, 2, 3, freeze. Step, arm. Click, click. Side, side, behind, front, arms, head.
Just know I'm gonna look a knob in front of that whole audience.
Look, copy me nice and slowly. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, turn. 1, 2, 3, down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. If you want to join in, just follow my lead.
Do you hear that? So we can do the queer boy dance. 1, 2.
Just get lost, will ya? We're trying to practice it.
Ignore them, Janice. They can't stand people having fun. Let's find another classroom.
Move you!
Meet me.
We're not scared of you,
We
Louis.
should be.
Oh, I love a man with a strong grip. Anytime you're up for another cuddle, big boy.
What's going on in here?
You, outside.
And you lot. I ain't done nothing wrong.
I won't ask you again. Rory, you okay?
I wasn't till that psycho came in.
Do you want to report anything?
No, miss.
Okay, well, any more trouble, you come straight to see me, okay?
Lewis.
What's your problem with Rory?
What do you think? He's a queer.
You know that we don't tolerate homophobia in this school.
Well, he even admits it himself. It's sick, man.
Are you happy with yourself, Lewis, with who you are?
Yeah, happy I'm no puff.
So if you're okay with your own sexuality, why do you feel so threatened by somebody else's? You what? I think you know what I mean.
Yeah, and it's a load of rubbish.
Bit defensive, aren't you? Stay away from Rory Breers. Okay? Do I make myself perfectly clear? You wouldn't want people talking about you now, would you?
Five, 6, 7, 8.
You've had it, you little faggot.
Hello, Siobhan.
Says the cheese and wine.
Yeah, well, why don't we wait till lunchtime? Doesn't mix too well with the cornflakes, does it? Bring me up, Scotty. Morning. Morning. Help yourself.
What's the matter? Not so hard now, you've not got a gang of girls to back you up, are you?
Just leave me alone.
Just leave me alone.
Ah! Get off me! Get off!
Louis said and done this to you.
Who else?
Right, that's it. You're gonna get our Lee to do it, mate. No way he's getting away with this.
I'm going to Miss Campbell about him.
And how did you get yourself in that state?
Louis said and done it.
What?
Sir, he's been bullying me.
Well, if you didn't go around asking for trouble. See, your problem is you shove your sexuality down everybody's throat, Breers. Keep it to yourself, you won't get bullied.
So you aren't going to do anything about it?
Stop being a big girl's blouse and try acting like a proper lad for once in your life. Maybe that way you'll keep your head dry.
Well, you bunking off?
There's nothing to bunk off from, is there? I'm going to see Holly, if you must know.
In hospital?
Mika, I have to know what she can remember. I can't wait until the court case. It's driving me mad.
What are you so worried about? She's going to tell the truth about what happened.
Yeah, I know, but what if she can't remember anything? Then it's just my word against Dante's.
Oh. Do you want me to come with you?
No. No, I'll be fine. Just cover for me, will you?
Please enjoy your guided tour and don't hesitate to ask any questions.
Okay. Are you all gathered? Great.
So far, no fistfights.
Told you there's nothing to worry about.
Would you like to sign my petition? It's to support gay rights in schools. All pupils should be treated equally.
What's this nonsense, Rory? What are you on about?
I think it's about time this school did something to tackle the issues of homophobic bullying. Nobody should be treated badly for anything, but it seems that if you're gay, it's all right. Well, I'm gay and it's not all right.
If you'd like to follow Mr. Clarkson there. Scram before I scram you.
I've got loads more of them petitions.
You're ready for trouble, lad. Maybe we should talk about this in my office.
Only if you listen to what I've got to say.
Miss Campbell, this way. I need your help. the hell do you think you're playing at?
I'm just trying to raise awareness. I don't want other kids having to go through what I've had to suffer.
Yeah, well, that's all very admirable. But today is not the day to go about it.
Why not? You keep going on about progress, but this school's still in the dark ages when it comes to gay issue.
I'm not prepared to have the debate with you now.
But we will have it sometime, won't we, Mr. Rimmer?
80% of schools know that homophobic bullying goes on. But there's only 6% have bothered to do anything about it.
Yeah, and 100% of schools have annoying little kids to deal with.
See what I mean? He's not taking it serious. If I don't say where we're going wrong, who will?
Look, maybe today isn't the day for highlighting the school's flaws. It's about celebrating the good points.
If you're in my shoes, you wouldn't see any good points.
I've got a school full of parents to deal with.
Admit it, miss. You couldn't give a toss about the likes of me.
No, that's not true. You've just caught him on a bad day, that's all. Look, I know that you need to make a stand about this, but you are not doing yourself any favours by winding him up.
I thought you were on my side.
I am on your side. It's just there's a whole load of other issues at stake here. Look, I promise that I will raise your concerns with the deputy headmaster. We'll work out a policy. I promise.
Read your statement carefully and sign at the bottom.
Well, go on, son. I don't think I can do this. Just sign it, please.
I can't risk putting you on the stand if you're not able to go through with this.
Son, listen. I'm very proud of what you've done. But the game's up. You can't go on covering for her forever.
I just don't want her to go to prison, Dad.
She's refused point blank to come clean. You don't have an option, son. Do you think she'd do this to you if she cared about you whatsoever?
She does care about me. She's only lying because she's scared.
And so am I. That you're going to go down for something you didn't even do. Dante, please. Sign it.
I couldn't believe it when they told me about Adam.
I know. Still can't get my head around it.
And Dante in prison. It's not fair. We all got in that car. We all went along with it. If only one of us had said something. Tried to stop him, that Adam might still be here.
So, you remember what happened? Have you spoken to the police?
They're coming to interview me today.
What are you going to tell them?
The truth. That I was sitting in the back of the car with Adam. You were in the passenger seat. Dante was driving. And then
And then that's it.
You've made the right decision, son.
I'll see you in court.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Try some.
No.
Go on, you'll love it. Ever with.
It's like stinking pants.
Actually, that's quite a good description, Sheldon.
Why do you eat it if it smells like that?
Bet she's always sniffing her own knickers.
Or somebody else's if I get half the chance.
Perhaps Miss Haydock could be better off teaching comedy. Never worked.
What are you playing at, undermining me in front of my pupils?
Is it any wonder you have such a problem with discipline?
I think you're talking to the wrong teacher, Andrew.
I think I'm talking to someone who will benefit from some basic retraining.
I beg your pardon?
I've discussed it with Mr. Rimmer. I'm afraid you're going to have to go through some performance management.
Sounds awfully grand. But if it means going away on a course, then I'll sign up straight away.
Let's start here. Lunchtime.
And this is Year 11's project on the history of popular music in the region.
This is filth. Have you seen what he's doing with that banana? And this is the kind of stuff that Campbell thinks is okay? The cow.
And in here you'll find a display of poetry written by Mrs. Clarkson's Year 9 students. What have you got there?
Rory Breeze's magazine, sir.
And it's over.
Watch it. The pages are a bit stuck together.
Hi.
Hiya. I've got a prawn salad or a cheese and pickle.
Oh, cheese and pickle, thanks. Can't wait to see a new place. I thought maybe I could pop round later and we could get an Indian or something. Just like we used to in that awful rented room in Wally Range, do you remember?
Yeah.
Do you fancy it?
Look, Lorne, there's something I need to say.
Look, I know this has been hard for you as it's been for me. But just say what you need to say, I'm a big girl.
It's, I want a divorce.
Right.
That's what you got to say.
What's with the urgency?
No, there isn't any really. I just thought if we were both serious about starting with a clean slate, then...
Fine.
Fine.
I appreciate you being honest with me.
I thought you would.
I mean, the most important thing for me is that our friendship survives intact.
Me too.
They were robbed from a bag.
They should never have been brought into school in the first place.
They're not pornos, they're just magazines for gay men.
Have you seen what's in them?
Had a good look, did you?
That disgusting stuff.
All right, Mr. Budgeon, I will deal with this.
Mrs. Breers is here.
Your son brought these into school. Well, it's unsuitable, Mrs. Breers, to say the least.
Give over. You see worse in those rags.
This is a multi-faith school. I have to be very careful not to offend anybody's sensibilities.
And what about my son's sensibilities?
Look, we're facing closure. I've got the local education department making an appearance this afternoon. Is that what you really want? To jeopardise your own future as well as everybody else's?
Well, maybe a school that sits back and lets a pupil be bullied should be closed down. Come on, Rory.
Just say what you've got to say, because there is a large G&T with my name on it over the road.
Teachers shouldn't drink during the school day. Maybe that's your problem.
The only problem I've got is the same as every other teacher in the country. Badly behaved kids from badly behaved homes.
If you're prepared to work with me, then perhaps I can help you to cope a little better.
Yeah, well, course of Valium might do the trick.
You need to learn some basics.
Do you know, I think it's about time you removed your head from your derriere, Mr. Trenneman. Let's face it, we've lost the battle.
Okay, everyone, an hour to go, so I want you all to get in your costumes and come back to me in 20 minutes for a final line run. Okay, off you go.
I did it. I told her.
What you gonna say to me?
I didn't exactly tell her about you and me.
You didn't?
I told her I wanted a divorce. She took it quite well, I think. A lot better than I expected.
Mum! It's Holly. I went to go see her. She's signing a statement. She remembers everything.
Everything?
Yeah?
Thank God.
I'm gonna go ring Dad, let him know.
Well, you've had everything thrown at you this term, haven't you? And you've still managed to keep a lid on it.
Well, you've got to, haven't you?
I will tell her, you know.
No. Not until after the trial, and until then I think me and you should give each other a wide berth. Don't you?
Okay.
Oh, thank you very much. There's far too much homophobia in this school. I'm trying to stamp it out before it gets any worse. Thank you.
Jack. Well, aren't you going to stop them?
What can I do? Heather, so glad you could make it.
Wouldn't have missed it for the world.
Shall we... This is,
You're going to sign our petition, Janice?
Too right.
Okay, so you're trying to get on with your lesson when you notice that I'm somewhat distracted.
This is pathetic.
What? Even more pathetic than you, miss?
Hand that over.
No.
I won't ask you again. If you don't hand it over, I'll put you in detention tomorrow night.
You're always making threats you don't carry out.
Am I? Well, we'll see about that.
Oi, that's my property. That's thieving, that is.
You can collect it at the end of the lesson.
My dad's going to do you. You can't just take things without asking.
Now look, sit down, stop being stupid and get on with your work.
Aren't you going to do me for having my mobile switched on in class? Thought you got detention for that, you stupid cow.
I'll give you bloody detention and a slap a...
Think we should start again, don't you?
Would you like to sign my petition? All that I'm asking is for homophobic bullying to be taken as seriously as racist, sexist, or any other type of bullying.
I can explain.
Would you say this is a big problem at Waterloo Road?
We've tried to nip this in the bud, but...
I'm behind you 100%.
The trick is to grind them down. If they know that you're going to follow through every time, and I mean every time, then they'll think twice before acting up.
So did you cook this whole thing up yourself, or did Jack put you up to it?
I don't think you gave him much choice.
He's such a loser.
Wait a second. He might have his flaws, but nobody can doubt his commitment to taking this school forward. And unlike you, he's still sweating blood for this place and these kids. Who's the loser?
Everyone's put so much effort into all of this. I mean, the children really couldn't be more committed.
I can see that.
So, any clues as to when the big decision day is going to be?
I'm guessing it'll be when the big decision is made.
Of course. It's just that we're all on tenterhooks here. We'd be gutted if it came to nothing.
No matter what decision we make, it's inevitable some school's going to be disappointed.
Well, you know, I'd really appreciate an opportunity to tell you my plans for next term.
Far away?
Well, how about we go for a drink later? I mean, purely on a professional basis.
Of course.
Excuse me, would you sign a petition?
Do you want me to sign it? Better sign your face while I'm at it.
What's happened? You animal! Just what kind of school are you running here?
Cooler. What have I done?
I just saw you with my own eyes.
Yeah, we all did.
He gets away with bringing porn into school and I get this. You'll be treating me like this if I was a queer.
Haven't you been handing these out?
No one likes it, miss. It tastes like manky feet.
Ah. Emmental for you, headmaster?
Flipping out. I'm going to taste your elastic bands.
Some brie?
No, thank you.
This is Miss Haydock.
Heather Davenport from the LEA. We've met.
Have we? Your suit gives you away. Well, I think you'll agree it takes a special kind of man to pull off an event on this scale.
Shall we?
How are you finding the changes at the school?
I'd be lying if I said it's been easy. Jack's a tough taskmaster. But we all share the one common goal, and that is to raise standards on every level. Oi, put that away.
But miss...
But miss nothing. If you want to spend the rest of the afternoon in the cooler, carry on.
Sorry, Miss Haydock.
Right, well, excuse me.
I decided it was better to give her one final warning. One more step out of line, that's it. I've also ordered her to attend retraining classes on discipline with my deputy.
Well, it would appear he's working miracles.
Excuse me, time for my starring role.
And this is the cooler, where any disruptive pupils are sent.
What you lot gawping at?
Lewis here's got a season ticket for the place, haven't you?
Do you think this is funny, do you?
Excuse me.
This is bang out of order. My mum will back me up. Because she hates queers and all.
You spend the rest of the afternoon copying that out.
Just wanted to get me on your own, didn't you, miss? That's the real reason you brought me here.
Sit down.
How's about it, eh, miss? Fancy a bit of rough? Me and you, eh?
I won't ask you again.
Just think. I could take your bra off right now if I wanted. And there's nothing you could do to stop me.
Grow up, Lewis.
Well, are you going to take it off? Or am I?
We're about to go on. There's no sign of Campbell.
Some trouble with Louis 7. She's just carted him off to the cooler.
Come on, Lewis, this is a joke gone too far already, don't you think? Look, just quit while you're ahead, otherwise you are going to end up in serious trouble.
Do I look like I'm joking?
You take one more step towards me and I will see to it that you are severely disciplined.
For walking, as if...
I mean it! Just let me out now. And I swear I won't breathe a word to anyone.
Oh, so you want to keep this our little secret, eh, miss?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, come on. Don't go all frigid on me now, miss. You haven't been able to leave me alone all day. Everywhere I've turned, you've been there watching me. Just wait till the lads find out you like 'em young. They'll be queuing up.
Please. I'm begging you, just please let me go.
Oh, sorry, miss. You should have said.
Have you seen Miss Campbell?
Don't know where she's gone, sir.
Who should be supervising you? I asked you a question.
I don't know, sir.
You're late, Mr. Budgeon.
World War III about to break out.
Our pupils and staff have been working flat out to put on a great show for you. We've got some poetry, music, and even, God help us, some dance.
Kim's supposed to be in charge of props. Where is she?
And you're about to witness for yourselves that we are blessed with some serious. So sit back, relax, and enjoy as our Year 9s perform for you the complete works of Shakespeare in 15 minutes.
What's here? A cup closed in my true love's hand.
Where the hell have you been? I've been looking all over for you.
Oh, sorry.
They've had to start the play without us.
I thought it was 3.
Come off it, Kim. You know very well it was 1:30. What's wrong?
I'm such an idiot. I've been so stupid.
What are you talking about? Is this anything to do with Lewis Seddon?
After I've completely compromised myself. Even though I knew exactly what kind of person he was.
You're not making sense.
It's my own fault. I shouldn't have let myself in a room with him when he was like that. I was asking for trouble.
to translate a song for this event, they came up with some very surprising suggestions. But I think you'll all recognise the song we've eventually chosen. So will you all sit back, relax, and enjoy our version of Wonderwall, or Mur de Merveille.
I wonder what Liam and Noel would make of that. Right, now for some poetry reading. Please put your hands together for Velvet Young reading her very own poem, The Things I Love About My Mum.
She's always there.
I'll need a drink when all this is over.
You can say that again.
Fancy helping me drown my sorrows.
How do you mean?
Tom wants a divorce.
To me when I went to speak.
I'm sorry. He told me at lunchtime. I didn't see that one coming. You don't think he's got somebody else, do you?
No, I'm sure he hasn't.
I'd be the last to know if he had. Are you sure he hasn't said anything to you?
She makes me laugh when I
Sure. You would tell me if he did, wouldn't you?
Of course I would.
Don't worry. I wouldn't ask you to help me dispose of her body or anything.
She's great, she is. She's the best mum to be found.
Didn't she do brilliantly? And all her own work. Velvet Young, everyone.
He said he was... I can't say it. Sorry,
I think I've heard enough. Mr. Trenneman.
Where are you going, Jack?
Till I get my hands on the look.
I really think that we should proceed with caution. Jack, wait.
Get out, Grantley.
What's going on?
Hey, you had a chat with Miss Campbell earlier.
Yeah? Why?
Shut the door, Mr. Trenneman.
What are you doing? You can't lay a finger on me.
Have you seen me attempt to touch him, Mr. Trenneman?
Not a finger, Headmaster.
Come on, Seddon, I thought you were the cock of the school, eh? Picking on kids half your size. Kids like Rory Breers who couldn't fight their way out of the paper. That weren't good enough for you, was it? You threatened a teacher who's devoted her whole career to helping worthless pieces of scum like you!
I swear I never touched them!
Look at him, Mr. Trenneman, shaking like the coward he is. It's not nice being intimidated, is it?
I swear I didn't do anything!
Get out of my school. I never want to see your ugly little face around here again, do you hear me?
You can't prove anything.
I've got all the proof I need. Now get out before I kill you out! You think I went too far, don't you?
On the contrary, I hate to admit it, but there's parts of me that would like to see you go even further. People like him only understand one language. Unfortunately, I don't speak it.
Yeah, well, we've all got to play to our strengths, I suppose. I guess that's what they call good teamwork.
My only qualm is whether the actual expulsion is legal.
Well, if anyone wants to dispute it, I'm ready for another fight. Because there's no way I'm going to let Kim face that animal again.
So did you talk to him?
I've done more than that. I've expelled the evil little get.
But you can't. It's not that simple, you know the rules.
Yeah, well, rules are meant to be broken. I won't go back on my word.
You should have discussed it with me first.
Listen, Kim, this is my decision, all right?
It's gonna have to go through the board. I'm gonna have to testify. I'm gonna have to repeat every vile thing that he said to me.
We'll be there to support you every step of the way.
Look, he's not getting away with it. End of. His next victim might not be so lucky.
You think I was lucky?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
If this goes public, it's gonna go all around the school. I can't carry on working here.
It's not going to come to that. Let me talk to Heather Davenport. I'll see what I can do.
Trouble?
You could say that. Unfortunately, I've had to exclude a pupil, Louis 7.
Why?
Inappropriate sexual behaviour, homophobia, you name it. You know, in the past that kind of thing was swept under the carpet, but not anymore.
I'm very pleased to hear it. Pity more heads don't take a leaf out of your book.
You know, I knew you'd back me 100%.
Of course, it'll have to go to due process.
Of course, yeah.
Now, before I introduce our final act, I think it's only right that we show our appreciation to the man that's made today possible. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Rimmer.
I'm not one for big speeches, but I'd just like to thank you all for taking the time to come along today and see the great things we're achieving here at Waterloo Road. Thank you.
And now let's make some noise for Miss Redpath's Year 10 dance class.
Sorry, I'm going to have to go and tell Louis 7's parents that he's been expelled.
It's not as simple as that.
No, I know, don't worry. I'm really going to need that drink after this.
You want to watch him? He's a smooth talker, that Jack. I gathered that when he asked me out for a drink tonight. There is something about him, though.
You're going to miss the end of the show.
You coming?
No. I'm gonna pass. I've got a few things that I need to sort out here.
I don't want to leave you on your own.
So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna stay with me forever? I'll be fine. Honest.
Am I reading this right? You really do want me to leave?
Andrew, just... I've got things to do. Go on.
This hell going to end?
Presumably when our jobs have been secured.
Yeah, so just keep smiling until then, eh?
You were amazing. Oh, I'm so proud of you. I just wanted to say how much I enjoyed your performance. You really are very talented.
Thanks.
Talk about a trooper. Well, it's amazing he's got any confidence at all with everything he's had to suffer in this place.
Well, hopefully not anymore. I want you to know that I've permanently excluded Lewis Seddon from the school.
Just because of what he did to me?
Well, partly that, but you could say that Miss Campbell influenced my decision.
That's brilliant.
You know, I came this close to taking him out of here. But you've just proved you are serious about turning this place round.
You better believe it, Mrs. Breers.
Hang on a sec. There's someone I need to thank.
Will they go to happy customers?
Well, I just hope that we're here next year so I can fulfill my promises.
I think it's time we had that drink, don't you?
Miss, I've just heard.
Get out! Get out!
Miss?
Get out! Out!
Sir! I think there's something wrong with Miss Campbell.
That's too small. I've been
Kim? It's okay. It's only me. Kim, let me in. Let me take you home. Lou will sort this. Everything's gonna be okay.
What? Terrific. But it ain't, is it? You know as well as I do that Jack can't just tuck him out like that. He'll be back in no time, acting like he owns the place.
We'll work something out, I promise you.
Everything that I have ever worked for is just taking it away like that.
Come on. Let's get you home.
What are you doing? You nearly gave me a heart attack.
Just leave it all to me.
Oh, hi, Lorna. Coming over the road for a drink?
Yeah, I've just got a couple of things I need to sort out here.
Right, see you later.
See you in a bit.
Congratulations, Jack. You should be very proud of yourself.
So, when are you going to put us out of our misery?
Let's just say the decision is imminent. This time next week, you should know one way or the other.
Next week? Blimey.
I think we've talked enough shop for one day, don't you?
Whatever you say. You're the boss.
The door.
Not disturbing anything, are we?
No, not at all.
Good. Good job.
I'm going.
Just one last kiss.
Please don't do this to me.
I'm sorry for what's happened, I really am. But life goes on.
Does it? How nice for you.
I could take your barrel right now if I wanted. I'd hate to say that was a threat, wouldn't you?
Well, that's what we're here to establish.
Have you managed to reach a unanimous verdict?
We have, Your Honour.